Hey guys, it's Nunu and I'm here with you in home, which for us acts as a bulletin board to our classroom. And what do we have on our bulletin board for this week? We have a link to week 8 in modules, October 14th through the 20th. We have discussion 4, which spans weeks 8 and 9, and we're discussing Little Snow White, 1857, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, with which you're already familiar. That's in 1729. We've been discussing Vindication, Mary Wollstonecraft's treatise on women and their need to be educated. We've been discussing all of that in previous weeks with A Streetcar Named Desire. And we also have this story, The Most Beautiful Woman in Town, 1983, 70 points, 1,000 words. And this is by, of course, Charles Bukowski. Okay, I'm going to click on our link to week 8, but before I do, I want to look at this gorgeous picture here that I found on the net, and I was excited to find it. It's the prince in Snow White looking down at the girl who is apparently lifeless in her coffin, and it makes more sense of the story Snow White, why the prince would haul off this coffin with a dead girl and fall in love with her, because here, according to this artist's rendering, she really does appear to be sleeping. She's in a sleep posture, and she's beautiful. Okay, let's click now on week 8 in modules and go into this discussion. I just want to remind you of the deadline. You have an essay to post by Friday, October 18th, and then the following week, you have your peer responses by Friday, October 25th. So please observe the deadline, okay? If you need to submit late, I have the late policy, which is here in the syllabus, the left menu, and you'll need to observe this late policy. I do accept late work, and I don't deduct points for late work, but please do not submit late work without having a conversation with me first about why you need to submit late work, and I have all that information here. So please observe the late policy if you're going to be late. Okay, I'm going to click back on home, and I'm going to remind you that I'm very active in discussions. I ask you questions, and let's peek at this discussion just to see some of the questions I ask, what they look like. Beatriz has posted early, and I ask her a question. I have a graphic here so she can see the question. She answered the question, and I asked her another question. So when we engage in discussions, I'm reading everything you write, and I'm talking to you. So don't ever feel you're alone out there in cyberspace. I'm a person here behind the screen, and I know you're a person there too. Okay, let's go back to home and back to this beautiful picture of the apparently sleeping girl who is in a glass coffin for this very interesting story that we'll discuss during the next 2 weeks. And again, I'm here in inbox. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact me. All right, let's have a great week.